And welcome everyone here to Echo Arena VRML here on Channel 1, bringing you the first of our few matches tonight. We're going to be doing this one and the next one after this, and then taking a little hour break to then go into 3 more and hope that you'll join us for all 5 of those. I am your caster, Glean. Here with me in the booth is Newton Dad, and on the camps is Wonder T-Man, and we're excited to bring you this one. How are you feeling tonight, Newton Dad?
I'm feeling great, man. This is, it's exciting. It's week 2. We got, it's a new week, new fun, new matches, new casters toting around. We got one of our casters in training checking us out in the shadow mode. So you're gonna hear some new voices coming in soon. We got offbeats here. So I'm in front of the cameras. So this is all new. This is fun. I'm ready to go. Let's get this thing going.
Season 5 is a season of big changes. A lot of big things happening. I took a look at the website just a couple days ago, and I saw that the league itself had broken 4.5K players, which is absolutely astounding considering when I started, it was only around 1K, even maybe even less at that point, back in
Right.
season
Yeah.
2. So exceptional growth over this past year and a half.
Another amazing stat. We generated almost 500 matches this week. That's
An-
insane.
Another incredible, the stats. We're over here listing off stats about the league, but it is truly tremendous how much we've grown, and we have all of you to thank for that. And we're so appreciative that we get to cast games like these and bring things out. But enough about the league. Let's talk about these teams as we are about to get here into round one. I'm excited. I haven't really heard of either of these teams, but either Sugoi or Golden Warriors. But I'm excited to see what they bring.
Yep, we got Sugoi on the orange side with LXfinity and Drummer and Crits and 5V. They take possession just after the joust and working it around the bubble nicely. Shot on goal goes a little bit wide. Another one goes low of the intended target. It does manage to break free as we do see Crits trying to reel it in, but then punished by Redfire right there in front of the disc. The blue team, in the form of Golden, does manage to get through the center line and get it picked off by 5V and turned back the other direction.
Yeah, and now you can see the teammate, waiting for the stack to try and go through, tries to get the clear, can't quite get it through the tunnel. So instead, it will be picked up here by the blue side. GG, my boy, was trying to get the pass over, and now Epic Failures handling it after a couple of, just a missed pass there from Redfire. But things are not quite in control right now. Another turnover here. 5V now looking to clear this one out. Does send it through back into the opposing side, but Mr. Cheese is able to scoop that one up very quickly and now try and send this one out again.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing a little bit of loose disc stuff happening, and some scuffed passes and stuff as to be expected, as these teams are a little bit lower in the tiers. It's all good. It's still a good game to watch these guys get out there and chuck the disc around and try to score at each other. Still 0-0 though, as we're moving through the first 2 minutes window of the match here. As the disc goes loose in the blue side bubble, Golden team is picking it up and turning it around the other direction. It does get almost a good clear through the tunnel there, but it does get picked up by 5V, who hurls it right back the other direction. Goalie is on point in the zone, but just loses a hand on it, and LXfinity 2.0 taking the first 2 points of the round.
Yeah, certainly. And while maybe not an advised throw there, it actually ends up working out for them. And quite favorably, as all the teammates were keeping the eyes on the disc, so good disc awareness at least to make sure that they will keep moving in and they can keep the eyes on the prize. As now GG will try and send this one on a pass over to through the tunnel. Has Redfire right there with 3 opposing team members there. They do end up getting it back, and that shot just a little bit off as it does hit the nugget, the stack there from Sugoi is there and now looking to try and get this one out, but instead in the hands of Golden Team. Redfire now walking this one in the bubble, taking his time, actually stepping back and showing some patience, looking for the pass, which is great. We love to see it, although it's a little bit missed in the beginning. They do recover, now have 3 in the bubble with numbers, trying to look for something epic, going to try and bring this one around, tries to bring in a great stop there from the goalie to deny the dunk, but GG is right there with the goalie stun and the pickup.
Yeah, GG holding down the fort for Golden Warriors. Attentive to what's going on, paying attention. The situational awareness there, in a good spot, and does manage to bring it into the goal. But we do see a team player switching to the other side, even in the middle there. So I'm not really sure what's going on, but the play does continue on. Maybe it's just an inadvertent swat of the button as he went through the tunnel.
I am ashamed.
I've done that myself.
I was about to say, I'm ashamed to admit that I've done that in the middle of a game before. It's absolutely happened. Great shot there from GG. But there are moments where you're floating out, you're trying to get up to that first tunnel as quick as you can, and you end up hitting the button on your way up.
Yep. That definitely happened before. I've seen my teammates do the same thing. Or hit the reset button even. As we see,
No.
as we see the joust coming out for Sugoi. Sugoi getting the first pass down into the tunnel, and nobody's there to receive it. The loose disc does bounce around in the high geos there. Nobody really getting there just yet until 5V clears it over, and we have a nice open player in LXfinity. And the shot on goal is just a little bit wide, and the free disc goes back in the hands of blue, but then immediately taken back by LXfinity, maybe for taking a 2.0 try on that one, as the disc just bounces around freely. Interesting little move there. but Epic Failure picks it up and throws it off the boot. It goes high, sailing still inside the bubble, still in the danger zone. Red Fire swatting out, but getting it picked up immediately by the other team. Checking back in, and the nice give and go back and forth, not liking what he sees as the disc winds up in the hands of Crits. Crits over to LX. LX missing the pass, and the disc goes free.
Oh, that was such a great passing sequence. I would have loved to see them execute on it, but their pressure here inside of the blue side is great. They just keep getting these rebounds. They keep collecting the disc. The clears aren't coming through as now it finally does, but they were being punished since they weren't able to get the disc clear, and there were so many opportunities they just couldn't capitalize. But now the stack hit from Sugoi is fast and gets back on that disc immediately. Now looking to walk this one up is Crits, and actually just going to take his time. He's not under any pressure. The stun came through, so he's just able to take the time and now looking for these passes. And I like seeing this disc control that we're seeing from Sugoi. They're taking their time and trying to make things work. Is that one maybe goes in? Oh my! What a bounce!
Yeah, 5V with the awareness to just let that one go. Give it time. It'll go in. Respect the shot. I'm sure the teammate was screeching out there on the other side, going, "Let it go in!" Lucky bounce, beautiful lucky bounce to take the lead now, 5-4 on the side of Sugoi. The rollout coming out for Golden Warriors, but it does go right off the Geo and a return to Sender, right back deep in the bubble. A long, panicky clear as nobody was pressuring at the moment, but it does get picked up in the mid by Crits. Crits looking for a friend now, brings one up to the bow tie, gets a good move there as he turns around and looks back for the back pass. A very interesting and wise thing to do there as the play just expanded, and 5V gets the opportunity to bring in the next 2 points.
Yeah, and I think with about 4 minutes left on the clock here, there is a pause, I believe. So good on these teams. I believe it was Blue Side that paused. But great idea to take the time out and just talk things through about what's going wrong. We always like to emphasize these timeouts. Teams are sometimes it feels like they're sometimes afraid to use them, or they just don't want to use them, and they can become a critical part of the game and slowing things down and resetting not only your mental but also your game plan. Um, and with how the passing game has been for Sugoi right now, I think it's a wise decision for the side of Golden Team to try and slow this one down and say, okay, how do we dissect or how do we defend against their passing game, which has certainly picked up within the past couple of months.
Yeah, I mean, the score's real close, and we only have half the round left, so you know, you might have saved it a little while longer to and not gone for the for the timeout right away. I mean, it's a judgment call, but it's one that if you feel like your team needs that moment and you can't communicate what you need to communicate in the tunnels in between goals, absolutely go for it. And what I like to see is how people utilize this time. So if you see a team that takes a timeout and then goes and runs sprints in the arena, that sometimes indicates that maybe they just don't feel like they're tightened up at the moment. Or if you see them kind of huddling up in their locker room and they're really intent on conversation straight face to face, maybe they're just talking strategies. I mean, it's always interesting to see what people are doing with the time as the timeout does come off and we go back into regular play.
Yeah, so maybe just a conversation of gameplay strategy as a great first pass here. Looking for the opportunity down low. The pass not quite on as it does just take a bounce off that little lip of the trench. So 5B will get there, but a good stun comes in. So Golden Team. Now we'll try and walk it up, but great grab there from 5B, doing it all on his lonesome, trying to keep defend, but still recover here by Golden Team. Unfortunately, that pass will go wide, so now this one cleared out here by Sugoi. We're looking potentially a shot here. Oh, the stack just missing. Both stacks just missing, so instead we'll be punished here by Golden Team just clearing this one back out.
Yeah, Golden Warriors moving it back out to the mid, but it's not getting past the destination. It's coming right back into their zone. So as the two teammates there scrum around, look for who's going to pick up the disc and throw it. Nobody was on the pressure, but they did throw it right back to their team. Ping pongs back into their zone. A reset now to Alex Alex Finney, and the passing game is on for Sugoi. Sugoi is working a more controlled game. I can tell this, just by the passing that they're doing. They're looking around a little bit more. They're resetting a little bit more. They're taking those opportunities to slow down. They do have the lead though. That's something that's working in their favor is managing the clock. So we see 2.5 minutes left on the clock. the passes are not being challenged very closely by Golden Warriors. They're just kind of letting them have a little bit of room. And now that one-on-one gets beat. Pass goes
Oh,
across, and the save comes in from Mr. Cheese 28. Not cheesy there at all. He's working it all the way to full flavor.
absolutely. The wordplay is immaculate right now, as well as now Redfire was trying to get something going, but unfortunately does get stunned. So now back in the hands of Sugoi. Uh, Drummel trying to look for the clear. Great grab there from GG, but can't quite get it. Epic on the back line is able to recover. So now just going to try and send this one across. Redfire now looking for something. Jumps one, takes the shot. It's in. So now back to this 1 point lead here for the side of Sugoi with about about a minute? No, sorry, about a minute 30 when we come out of the tunnels.
Yep, minute 30 or so when they come out. This is absolutely what Golden Warriors needed. They burned their timeout. They needed to score next, and that's what they did. But they didn't get a 3, but that's okay. They got points on the board, and they got it into a 1-point difference game. So if they score another one, they take the lead. If they don't, then they're down by a couple. So it's not good. But this is coming in quick, and the pass over from crits to LX Finney 2.0 for another 2 on the board. Now 9-6, 3 points needed to tie it back up.
Yeah, and a great fast play there, immediately getting the disc down the field, going for the cross pass, knowing that that is one of the optimal plays here in Echo Arena to throw the goalie off their balance. And now, like you said, expanding it to this 3 point lead, putting a lot of pressure on the side of Golden Warriors. Epic now with an opportunity, maybe looking for a long shot, but it will go low. So instead, just going to bounce out. The stun there does actually not end up resulting in giving them the disc. Still cleared out here by Sugoi and will be loose. And 5B with the pickup. The stack was off in a way, but just missing that shot as it is now into the hands of Epic. And the Golden Warriors trying to look for the clear. Can't quite get it through. LX Finney still going to recover. Has an opportunity here with crits. A great cross to 5B, and that one will secure it. That pass, that little play there will do it for us here in this first round.
Oh yeah, clip it and ship it, kids, because that was a stellar looking pass play. If you want to, work on things in your VRML team, work on passing in the bubble because that is effective work, especially at the gold, silver, and bronze levels. Those things will get your opponents, off on their heels, break their ankles, and they will not be able to respond. Those will go in very, very, very well. A little bit higher ranks, those don't work quite as well, but we see the round coming in for 11-6 on the side of Sugoi. Good job.
Yeah, and I mean, I do want to emphasize that point or talk a little bit more about that point where you said passing inside the bubble is one of those great things that you can do, and it doesn't have to be anything ever so fancy. We were seeing these one little cross passes throws off the goalie and creates all sorts of scoring opportunities, as we were seeing time and time again there for Sugoi. So something like that is always good to practice. You love to see it as that starts to develop the fundamentals of Echo Arena and exactly on how you score inside the bubble, and as you start climbing those ranks.
Yep. I mean, it takes time and it takes teamwork and good communication and patience. And these things do come out in time. The other things that do come in time is all our friends are here. Look, we have Ivan Thrive in the chat and Sia Savage.
Really?
Back 101, 101, 101, 101, 101.
Yeah, look at everyone.
Battlestar, good to see you
Welcome.
late toast. Broman looking for his bro. He's not on yet. He'll be on later, man. But yeah, it's good to have everybody around. Flatman, I see you. That's Newton Dad. Yeah, that's me.
I know, on face cams, one of those things that hardly ever happens. But I mean, now he's here. He's in the casting booth, and it's great to have him.
It's good to be here, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Now we're getting here into the round 2. Actually, I meant to ask you before we got into this round, but the headbutt will come through. Ooh, that one had a good angle off the cloud, but not quite able to get it. That is a fast stack here from Sugoi. Oh, Mr. Cheese had a great dive, just got the head onto the disc, and unfortunately angled it into the goal. So first 2 points here to Sugoi.
Yeah, hopefully Mr. Cheese can take that one in stride. The guy, he was there. He was there. He almost got that one. Could have saved it, and that would have gone the other way, and he'd been a hero. But it happens, and this he has another chance right here. Epic moving forward with the disc, and it's now bouncing off some Geo. We have GG picking it up and throwing it into the bubble zone, but wow! As Redfire read that occasion and fired that bad boy right into the goal. 2-2, an even game after just a few off the clock here. A little bit under a minute.
You could almost say that he left his opponent with a 404 error on that one.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
there's so many bad puns coming out, guys. I apologize. We are
Oh
just
man.
running away with it. Now, as we're here with Sugoi looking for that initial pass up top, can't quite find the teammate. So instead of turnover, it will be in the hands of the Golden Warriors. Is that in? It is!
Oh,
An immediate turnaround here for Golden Warriors, and you know they are feeling good about that. I believe it was. Were they the ones that hit the long bounce shot in the last one, or was that the opposing? No, it was Sugoi that hit that one. So a little tip for tap, you could almost say.
yeah. I mean, sometimes it's good to be good, and sometimes it's good to be lucky, and sometimes it's good to be both. That was a bit of both, I think. A well-placed toss into the zone, as the scrum does come out for the disc, and the Golden Warriors are pulling it all the way into the Sugoi bubble, but nobody there to pick it up and do anything with it. So it comes all the way back as a clear, and sorry, as a reset. It gets thrown, swatted immediately back up to Epic Failures. Epic Failures passing over to Red. Red across the bubble, looking
Oh,
for the shot, but it doesn't quite make there. The goalie with the great hands as the disc gets free, and Redfire claims it in for another attempt here. He's got a man back and deep on the back line, not participating in the play just yet. You see 28 there hanging out at the edge. There's Cheese as the disc gets free again. And I do feel like they're at a man disadvantage a bit just because he's hanging so far back. That was a great combination, though. And the disc goes back in their favor. A little dipsy doodle dive, and Red Fire still making the connection there as another 2 points go in.
yeah, and it's so interesting to see now. It almost feels like the side of Golden Warriors here, they're the ones who are slowing things down. They're the ones who are trying to find these passing plays inside the bubble, almost like they were listening to us and they heard us from the great beyond of Spectator Land. And now they are finding these great opportunities to execute and putting a lot of pressure here on Sugoi. As I say that, Drummel now had so much time to walk that one up, got to the midfield before he even had to pass, but that first pass goes awry, and now this one looking for Epic, finds Epic, gets the clear through, and if they can get a stack away, perhaps another set of points here for either team, but Epic does get their first, tries for the shot, it will go low, but instead scooped up here by Red Fire, does not quite have the numbers, goes for the shot, can't quite find it. Great hands by the goalie to now send this one out and clear.
Oh, I just wanted them to yell from shoulder they were open, and they were.
Oh,
But that one's open too, 20 meters out. Flying solo through, Drummel knocks that one in for a beautiful three-pointer, bringing the score to 5-7 and keeping Sugoi in this round two.
absolutely, punishing the broken stacks there for the side of Golden Warriors, making sure that he sends that one in, and you know that 3 has to be feeling good, especially since now with the 2 you can tie things up, as that was a pretty quick stack there from Sugoi trying to pressure the QB, but the pass did get off. The second pass is not quite as good, however, and will be a turnover in favor of Sugoi. However, just turned right back over as there was a floating member of Golden Warriors right there to collect it. These passes for both teams are not quite collecting, though, as Epic gets that grab. The reset was not quite great, and securing that one, I believe the bounce was still going to go in, but as both players from Sugoi were trying to get back into the goal, GG makes sure to secure that one.
Yeah, let's, as Broman says, let's go Golden Warriors. So we got some fans in the chat, but that was definitely a calculated play as that bounce pass or bounce went in. The pass went in, and it was just front back Golden, gorgeous chef's kiss. As the rollout comes through, and 5V is pushing it forward to his friend Crits. Crits looking around at the Geos on the side as where they're going to get the cross pass in, and there it is. But it does not make its mark. It just sails a little bit wide, and the disc is reclaimed by Golden Warriors and almost gets out of the zone. Coming right back in though on the hands of Crits, as it does get passed free, and Drummel picks it up and throws it across, but catches the Geo along the way. Epic responding quickly to that one and getting it across the floor back to 5V on the other side though, so the play slows down a bit, looking for how it's going to set up. Sugoi looking through, got a pass under. The bounce is free in front, and the shot is on, but Mr. Cheese is there for the party and has the tray ready to send that one back the other way.
Yeah, that's a couple great stays from him now, as still trying to get it cleared. It is Golden Warriors. Finally, they managed to get something, but right there is the stack from Sugoi, so right back into their own zone. They have to be able to get this clear off in order to try and get or dispel some of this offensive pressure. Great reset, tap back to the goal. Just trying to buy some time. The clear, however, is still not through as 5V was right there for Sugoi. Now up to Crits. Crits looking for a shot. Epic with a great dive and securing that one, picking the pocket. Now trying to get this one cleared out once again, but yet again, they just can't quite find it through any angle of the arena at this moment. So yet again, another turnover. This one going underneath the Crits. Crits finding the cross over here to Drummel. Drummel taking the high shot, but off the ding ring. And this one, still back into the hands of 5V, that backline player.
Yeah, you can feel the pressure on Sugoi right now as they're looking for points to
Oh,
get this thing done in two. But they're just, I feel like they're just rushing everything just a hair. If they just would take a half of a breath, that pass over there would have been into 5V's hands rather than a loose disc that Crit's having to chase down. So now he's under pressure and he does get his pocket picked a little bit. Their disc goes free by GG. GG not able to grab a hold of it, bounces it off everything in the local area. Drummel picking up the free disc and driving toward the net, but decides to make a cross pass underneath, but nobody home. But he does have a friend there hanging out a bow tie. Back to Crits on the left, on the side of the bubble, but the disc just gets picked off and sent through again back into Sugoi's side.
yeah, now the stacks are finally here to try and get anything.
Ooh.
Yes, Mr. Cheese flying in is able to secure another two for the side of Golden Warriors here. So 6-point deficit. And things are, things are not looking great here for Sugoi. It's been a while since they've actually been able to get a set of points on the board.
Yeah, I mean it has been a while, and I think Golden Warriors just decided they were going to kind of adapt and do the things that were being done to them in the first round, which was slow down,
Oh,
take your time and pass well. Yeah, that shot goes a little bit wide of its mark. It would have done quite a bit of damage to getting him back into this game. The long clear now comes through back into the side of Sugoi, and the stacks are not there. So there's big scrums in the backfield, slowing it down. Or as the disc gets back into the mid, so ping-ponging back and forth. Everybody's having a little opportunity, taking one shot, but this one would be wide open. The shot goes, nice little, slow roller. As he Drummel puts it in for three.
practically a layup for Echo Arena.
Exactly.
Is that one handed on a silver platter and a nice little three to cut that lead into half. And the thing that's been killing me is if you guys have heard me in the background of the sides, it's just Sugoi's been running this relay play that you often see at higher levels. Just a very simple play that they often run, but is so very, very effective. And the first two passes have looked so good. They get the disc down the field so quickly, but it's just that last cross pass that they're missing on. And my heart breaks a little bit every time since it's such a good play. But now they have an opportunity for a long three mail slot. Oh, just off the inside post there. Very, very close, but still scooped up here for Sugoi. Now this one coming back to Drummel. Drummel gonna send this up to 5V on the shot. No, off the post. The goalie was stunned. What a great opportunity, but can convert. This one going over to Elfinity.
Oh no!
Mr.
And
Cheese was robbed of another one.
I beg to differ. I think that one he pulled literally into the goal. I
He
had a
might
pretty
have.
good,
I didn't have a good
I had a
angle
pretty
on
good
it.
vantage point of that one in my camera, and unfortunately, yeah, the good cross pass came through, and he had the save, and just literally turned a bit, and I guess wasn't aware of where he was compared to the goal plane, and that one went in. So it is 11-10 now, and we have 49 seconds left on the clock. 1 point lead by Golden Warriors. So this, if Sugoi can come out after this timeout and score anything in that 49 seconds without anything happening on their side, they're going to win the round or the game actually. And if it goes the other way, then we go to three.
Yeah. Actually, I did want to ask your opinion on this one since I think this is an interesting point of strategy talk that we don't often think about. But as we do have a switch over here briefly, but what do you do here if you are Golden Warriors? Do you play for time or do you play for more points to try and secure your lead?
Hmm.
Just try and hold the disc and prevent anything from the orange side, or do you try and be aggressive, knowing that you could be punished later on if you
I
can't get back on defense fast enough?
I think for me, and at this level of play, I try to push the disc all the way into the other side, and then I play time.
Interesting.
I don't want to be on my side because at this level, it's very easy to make that mistake that gets punished. But if I'm gonna make a mistake that's gonna get punished, I want it to be on the other side where I have a chance to stack and get back.
I agree. I think that extremely important to try and get it down the field, and they do get it down the field. But now they have to get back. They have to make sure that they prevent anything from happening, as now it's just back into their own zone, and they're all floating. There's no stacks, and now the stacks coming in here. Oh, I keep saying stacks, but stacks from both teams. We're coming in now. A turnover here. They have an opportunity. Sugoi trying to look for something. 5B now handling this. Taking a shot. It will secure it. Secures it into clutch shoulder shot there. 18 meters per second. Incredible. That will do it for this game.
No doubt. Just beautiful positioning and a little bit of luck as the disc came into the right hands at the right time for that team, for Sugoi. Unfortunately, it just sailed a little bit loose, and they didn't keep. Golden Warriors didn't keep it downfield long enough to roll out that time clock. So yeah, first game in the books. We've got another one coming right behind it. I believe in 4 minutes. Is that right?
Yeah, and we got to get started on this one immediately, but you guys want to be around for this one. The return of Spaghetti, who I believe didn't play in Season 4, is coming back here in VRML, as well as now Ace, a brand new team with some amazing talent on there, looking to make their mark here in VRML. Going to be a great one. You don't want to miss it. We'll be back in a few.
Easy going right there. One more to go.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
Hey everyone, sorry to get immediately into this, but we know that these teams had to start immediately at 7:30. So straight into this one, bringing you Ace versus Spaghetti in that high diamond tier. As this one tries to get the clear out, it will be in the hands here of Ace. Rocks Titan now to Rosie up to Saluna up on the top. Now looking for perhaps a cross, but can't quite find it. Rosie able to recover, sends it over to Saluna. Saluna just going to dance underneath the shoulder, trying to look for something. Has it over here to Rosie. Rosie trying to find Rocks on the back line. Rocks right there finds or tries to find Dash, but the cross isn't quite there. Still will be recovered here by Ace though.
Yeah, Saluna now on the ceiling there for Ace as she's trying to buy some time and backs the defense back out of the bubble. Does manage to get a friend up there in Rosie Hope. Rosie looking around on the wall and finding almost finding Rocks there on the Geo, but not finding him that time. Saluna reclaiming this now and pushing forward, getting cross pass in. Is the next cross pass is intercepted and sent through by Rockter, and the race is on to the other side. We have Spaghetti in the blue side. We have Ace on the orange side, and this is a hot match already. Still 0-0 as we're just crossing through the second minute of this round. The long pass goes through. The shot is on, and it is good. Rosie Hope with the long 22 bounce shot with 1:23 off the clock.
Yeah, already we're off to a blazing pace in this one. Certainly, these two teams are ones that are going to be well known and are most likely going to vie for one of those master tier spots in the upcoming Challenger Cup. Names like Rocks Titan, Dash, Saluna, Rosie, all the names that have been in that master tier before. Rocks and Dash famously being on Ignite for the past couple of seasons. As now Saluna picks this one off and has an opportunity, so finds it. Up by 5 now is Ace. But certainly Spaghetti with a number of names to their own. Kanamara, Rockter, Moonface, Meatball are all excellent players, all incredible players, all certainly deserving of that master tier. So a great match here tonight.
Yeah, fun fact, Rockter being the only player who's actually played on Kangarillas and on Ignite/Joker. He was a sub on both those rosters in the past and has moved on from both of them eventually. Now on Spag, as the disc does get pushed into the orange bubble, the Ace squad is not having it. They're pushing it back out into mid, but the Rockter is out there waiting patiently for it. Rock's picking it up in a interception, chunks it through, but managed to bounce it off the double diamond. The boost is there for Spaghetti, but does get punished for their efforts. Rockter now reclaiming the loose disc and bringing it back into the side of Ace. The bounce goes low, and Rosie Hope is there to reel it in, as she is an amazing backline player. And you see Rocks Titan just not quite getting his hand on it, but the pass goes back into the blue side as they slow it down. Moonface looking for a little bit of less pace on this thing as the pass up gets picked off, and Rosie Hope is free, and she's going to bring that one in for an easy 2. 7-0 on the side of Ace.
Yeah, a little pinch there in that mid zone, certainly lethal at this point in the round. Well, I shouldn't say lethal because certainly 6.5 minutes can turn around anything, but it certainly does not feel good for the side of Spaghetti as now they are looking for any sort of points here. Still sitting at that 0. Rockter just going to handle underneath there the cloud. Sends over to Meatball, over to Khan, trying to go back to Meatballer, but can't quite find him. Now Rockter handling this one, trying to find a long shot, actually had an angle on it, but couldn't quite get it through, as now Saluna takes it back to Rosie. Rosie just going to look for a clear here through the tunnel, and now stacks are underway trying to get back to this disc.
Wow.
Luna doesn't miss those anytime you give her an angle. Now 10-0 to the side here of Ace.
You simply have to slow her down because you cannot let her shoot on you like that. That's her money shot. I mean, she will hit that thing 12 times a day if you give her 12 opportunities. Sometimes only with 11 opportunities. So it's just accuracy. I mean, both these teams are just on fire with how they're moving the disc.
Oh.
But on the reads is definitely the team ace, and that one almost comes back through for the reclaim. Doesn't quite make its mark as Dash loses the handle on that one, but does drop back into it and grab the pass, sends it to Saluna. Saluna off Meatballer's head for the save, and Spaghetti now with possession. They move it back into the mid, and away it goes through mid.
Yeah, but still picked up here by the side of Ace, so still keeping up that pressure. Now trying to go back here to Saluna, but will just be off the Geo and loose once again. Saluna is still able to recover, still able to find a 3. Oh my, they left the goal open, and she will take those all day, every day, as we already said. So now, up by 13 here is Ace, and a dominant performance here against Spaghetti.
Do not give her a lane. Guys, seriously, don't give her a lane to shoot through. Spaghetti rolling out here. Let's see, Rocked with the disc, and it goes over to Connemara. Connemara just getting smacked on the during a drive-by there. Rosie with the disc, but pushes it back to nobody. But it is finally reclaimed by Saluna, who's moonlighting in the back line there. She pushes the disc forward to the friend Rox Titan. Rox just doing a Dunkachino and a slam, slam, slam. 15-0. We are on that ever elusive Mercy pace because, man, this thing's only a little bit past halfway done.
Yeah, and this double stack defense that it looks like Ace are running has just become a staple of Season 5 meta. We saw it on some in Season 4, I believe, but in Season 5 it seems to have picked up in popularity immensely. Is now Moonface trying to find it, that 3 can't quite hit it, but still picked up here by Khan. But double stack defense has just been, created so much pressure, and a lot of teams love it. Is now Moonface over to Connemara. I can't find the shot. Off the head or off the hands, I'm not sure which, but the goalie had a great save there. As now Meatballer will still backline this one and scoop it up over here to Rockter. Rockter going to just go back to Meatballer, so trying to slow things down, trying to make the most of this opportunity while they have it in the bubble. Over to Rockter, but instead off the post, and this one's still cleared.
Yeah, that was by far the most pressure we've seen from Spaghetti in this round so far. The long dump into the zone is picked up by no one. The stacks are not there to pick it up, but Rox is going to find some friends back there to cluster. Forms up Rosie Hope taking the pass out of that group and slams it in from a quick little 5-meter shot.
Yeah, so now that's 17-0. A 3 will do it for the Mercy, but certainly not what I expected coming into this one. It's like I said before, Spaghetti filled with these amazing, incredible talent players, and able to turn it on at any given point in time. But it just seems like the chemistry of Ace is so well coordinated right now. They're on the comms, they're on the communication, they're on the plays, and just know what each other want to do. As now this one in the hands here of Spaghetti, now with some offensive pressure, now just going to hold it here as Meatballer looking for a pass across, perhaps, and does have one across there, tries to get it to the teammate, but can't quite find it. Rosie now just going to send this one up to Rox. Rox has a 3-point opportunity. Great save there by Khan, but instead will turn into the self-goal, at least preventing the Mercy for right now, if it will happen still in this round.
Yeah, turn the 3 back into a 2 for Connemara. That was wise choice, but just really prolonging the pain and letting Ace chew their food just one more time. This one being just, Spaghetti looking for anything and anything. I mean, anything that will work. They've had one offensive attack. And other than that, they've been on the defense, trying to figure out how to get the disc out of their side. And here we see it again, the disc coming cleanly in, but getting just past Dash's hands in the middle there. As Rox cleans it up, pulls it back inside the bubble. Cross pass comes into Saluna. Saluna calling that one done.
That is one of the most interesting ways I think I've seen a Mercy happen, or at least a final goal for a Mercy happen. Accidentally off of Rockter's head and angles to a bottom pocket shot, basically. Relentless was Ace in this one. I have no words. Their pressure was, the pressure and the defensive pressure they had on every single offensive joust advantage for Spaghetti. Spaghetti just didn't have an advantage. It was a disadvantage, if anything. Ace just keeping up so much pressure, and I think it really got to Spaghetti in that first round.
Yeah, it definitely did. When your teammates and former teammates are world champs, and and have are some of the greatest, and so your teammates, like Rox Titan and Dash are some of the greatest minds in this game. They understand the game better than just about anybody. And Saluna and Rosie played with game, in NEPA. So this is a solid, beautiful, well-constructed team who are gonna just wreak havoc with the top of that ladder. I fear everybody who has to stand up next to them every week, because I fear it's just going to happen like this. We saw how dominant Ignite was in the beginning of last season, Mercy after Mercy after Mercy, and I kind of feel that out of these guys right here, even though they weren't the people on the field on Ignite last season.
Yeah, they are certainly relentless. In this one is now they do get the pickup here off the offensive or the neutral jets, I should say. Rosie having some time to bring this one up and just slams it in for a nice easy 2. So that will start off this round very, very quickly in favor of Ace.
Holy cow! The move Rosie made to when she saw that that was going to bounce and she needed to back up was just brilliant. I mean, the read on that is just astounding. The level of play here, there are no words to describe it. I mean, you either have to be that good or you're just not. As we see
Absolutely.
Connemara handling the disc there, getting a moment of breath on the very rare moment of breath on the orange side, as he does make the connecting pass, and another connecting pass comes through to Moonface from Meatballer, and they get the first 2 points of the match for them. It is now 2-2. It is the first time other than 0-0 when they have been even Steven with Ace. So we'll see Ace roll out on their first offensive joust.
And that's pretty brutal to say, but it's just the facts of what has been this round so far. Now Dash looking over here to Rosie sending it up to Saluna, and Saluna just going to send this one down to Rocks. So a little give and go here in the mid side, but still willing to play with pace, willing to play with the time that they have. Rocks just going to back this up, finds Dash immediately next to him for a short little pass. And now Dash just can walk this one up. They leave a defender in the back, so then they have numbers advantage. Going to send this one up to Saluna and try to look to break down the defense, trying to bring those players out of the bubble. And instead opting for the reset back here to Dash. So instead of the speed that we saw them play with before, they're looking to take their time, looking to set up a good play here with the passes over to Rosie, over to Rocks. Now just going to dance around the boot, looks for an opportunity, tries to duck one, but can't quite get through Moonface as now this one gets cleared.
Yeah, I mean, the inside that bubble defense is just about the only place that they've had any even inkling of difficulty making a connection with the goal. Rock's now choosing to back this up to the double diamond. Rosie hanging out back there onto the back line. She manages to clear that one nice and beautifully, connecting to Saluna. Saluna to Dash, and that is 2 more points. 16 meters per second, a minute and 4 since the last one. So the pace has definitely slowed down quite a bit.
Yeah, it was a dynamic shift, a dynamic shift in pace. Things slowing down dramatically here for Ace, not looking to put as much pressure on and not looking to make those fast plays down the field that we were seeing them initially going for. Now Rockner just going to walk this one up on the side, leaves Saluna a little bit behind, so now he's just going to opt for the pass up to Meatballer, a quick flick just into that orange bubble, trying to get rid of it as there were opposing players from Ace on top of him. That steal there going back actually into Moonface's hands as he gets it right back over to Connemara. Khan now just going to look for another pass back to Moonface, so a little give and go results into another 2, and now we are back even once again here at 7 minutes.
Yeah, Moonface breaking free of the defense, getting underneath that goal, and gets that nice little flick pass to him. Handles it nicely, gets it up at a very tight angle, and the goalie was in the net, but manages to elude that and to keep it even here as we have 6.5 minutes or so left on the clock. Dash with the disc, dropping it down to trap, and actually gets a favorable bounce back into Rox's hands. Rox doesn't get the clear or pass that he wanted out of that one as it comes back into the Ace side. Connemara now handling the loose disc, opting for a reset back to their own double diamond as the pass comes back through to Meatballer, hanging out on the low side, tossing it back up high, finding his friend in Moonface. Moonface over to Chaos. Chaos not getting it, but so the Ace defense closes in on and manages to clean it through.
Yeah, and this one sent all the way through. Saluna has a lane. She has an opportunity here. No one else back in the bubble, so she just opts to take it nice and easy right in. So after about 41 seconds of play here, we finally get a break to this tie at 6-4 back on Ace's side. But such a shift. Something has certainly happened for the side of either team. I'm not quite sure at this point whether it's the Spaghetti defense, the Ace offense that has slowed down, but we were seeing, about 15-0 at this point in the game last round. So now Moonface going to handle this. Has a long 3. Oh, just off the inside of the post. That mail slot would have been devastating and certainly a good thing for Spaghetti as now this one is cleared back into their own zone.
Yeah, Spag has to make every opportunity count because, Ace is not making a lot of mistakes right now. Pass going up high to Saluna. Saluna looking around, just manages to drive it all the way in. You got to keep on pushing, and dang, I would not want to be out there against these guys right now. They look so tight.
Yeah, I mean, the gameplay from Ace is certainly on point. And I feel like we should mention, although we say it's a new team, it's not actually a new team. We've seen at Redshift Land, and we've seen it at a bunch of other events and other things. Ace has been a team that has played in those. Great save there, coming out from the aforementioned Ace, but they have played together for quite a long time, not only being friends, but also playing as a team in these different organized events. So now, as Spaghetti looks for an opportunity, tries to take the... Oh, wow. That triple bounce off the inside of the post. Unfortunate for Meatballer, eventually doesn't get it in off Rock's Titan, but it just great work there by Spaghetti. And like I mentioned before, Ace, we say it's a new team, not actually a new team. They have a lot of chemistry, and that's what we're seeing right here.
Yeah, I mean it's obvious and perfectly clear that even Rosie and Saluna had been part of this new guard, the new kind of school, new type of player that has been cultivated by the Ignite fam. So this is definitely an extension of Ignite. It's definitely something new and different. Maybe not officially part of it, but it definitely is. It feels like and plays like an Ignite team. So the loose disc now handled by Saluna on the side of Spaghetti.
Oof.
The defense getting there, but not quite making it happen. But it is back into Connemara's hands, looking around for a friend, and manages to get the long clear. It does bounce all the way through. But there is a backline player, Dash, managing the backline at the moment. Meatballer picking his pocket and throwing the long shot in, but not quite there, just a hair off. Saluna reclaiming it, but getting the disc stolen by Chaos, and it is on again. 8-8, even Steven. We start over right here.
Yeah, Connemara taking things into his own hands. He was the only player down there in about two or three opposing players from Ace, and just gets the steal and puts it back in anyway. So the tie-up here with about 3 minutes left to go. Ace on their offensive rollout. Dash looking for his options. Ups for that pass down to Rosie, but it will be a bit scuffed now in the hands of Meatballer. Oh no, the shot off the top post. That would have been huge for Spaghetti again, just because we saw what happened last round and how Ace can turn around so quickly. Now Saluna has an opportunity, has a lane, and we know we don't give those to her. So punished on the opposing end for not making that shot and making that opportunity.
Yes, most definitely. Watch that replay. Watch Saluna take that beat when she gets that disc off of the breakaway. She takes a second, she looks at it, she lines it up, and she puts it in. This is not a haphazard thing. It's very calculated on all these players for sure. But even that the shot on Saluna is just a thing of beauty. You got to watch it to really appreciate it. Saluna shooting again from 15 out this time, making the pain happen. We were 8-8 a minute ago, and now we are 14-8, and the clock is starting to work against Spaghetti.
It's these open lanes that are killing Spaghetti right now. You cannot give these angles to basically any of these players on the side of Ace, but there's just been too many opportunities given to them. Now Rockter handling this one and opts for the pass over to Meatballer. Meatballer going to look for that long shot. This double stack defense could have gotten punished if that had gone in, but not quite. Connemara gets stunned on the way back as well, so not able to convert on that one. Is now the Ace has yet another opportunity up to Rosie here. Rosie gonna offer a shot, but already the stacks from Spaghetti are back and on that defensive side. Now just gonna offer another clear out.
Yeah, the save from Connemara was just a thing of beauty. Saluna now reclaiming this one, looking around, and Connemara does manage to pick her pocket, shoots it in all the way from 24. Barely a moment to even prep for that. Hardly a reel back. Just takes the disc and hurls it 24 meters out. It's now a 3-point game. So, Spaghetti's still absolutely in this thing. It's by far not over as we see another offensive joust coming out from Ace.
Yeah, but you gotta feel like the pressure's on certainly so much on Spaghetti. They have to make something happen here because Ace will just move it down the field so well with this passing scheme. Oh, here it is though. Moonface gets the turnover. This one back into the Ace bubble. 3 Ace players right there to pick it up. It will be cleared out here by Dash, but Connemara's right there on the back line trying to scoop that one up. Instead, a turnover here into the hands of Ace. Rosie just looking to clear this one and send it out. It does have Saluna up there. Saluna perhaps with an angle takes the shot.
Oh my God.
Oh, she has not missed a single one of those this game so far. Unbelievable. I would really like to see her conversion rate as an actual stat because that's got to be off the charts.
Right, but the stat that I'm paying attention to right now is Saluna with 21 points on the night. So she is definitely bringing the pain to the Spaghetti team as the joust goes through and it gets intercepted. Ace is there again, the ding, but the cleanup from Dash, and this is an inevitable and foregone conclusion. Congratulations, Ace, for yet another win.
Yeah, and I jinxed it as Saluna now finally misses a shot off the bottom post at the very end of the second round when they were about to take it. I said she had not missed a single one, and she immediately misses the one afterwards. So, Caster Curse, very, very relevant here. But great work from them. We saw how much pressure they put onto Spaghetti, and it turns into a dominant win in both rounds here for Ace.
Yeah, absolutely. Great stats coming through on both sides, really. I mean, it's a well-played game all the way across the board. But Saluna, with the monster points, 21 points, 4 assists even. So even when she wasn't shooting and scoring, she's passing to the teammates. And, that's the sign of just a well-balanced team, a well-organized machine. And, man, I would not want to play them. There's just no way.
Oh, it strikes fear into anybody who's got to go up against them in the next few games. We're coming up towards that Challenger Cup in a few weeks. But certainly some great games here. More great games on the way, starting back up in about an hour. We will be bringing you another set of 3 games, and that one will be ending off with a Master Tier match between Oceans and the Seattle Beholders. You guys don't want to miss that one. You guys certainly want to see more of this high tier gameplay. So make sure to come back for that. And we will see you guys in just about an hour. I've been Glean. You got anything else here, Dad, before we sign off?
Yeah, let me just do one thing here. Let's thank our sponsors. We have HyperX, Asterion Products, Border Foods, VR Cover, ProTube VR, Rebuff Reality, VRware, and Virtus Media. All those people out there supporting our efforts out here, our community supporting our efforts, our community supporting us. So we love having you guys here. We love being here for you guys. It's a full volunteer squad. It's an early season. Tell your friends, form a team. There's still lots of time to join VRML this season. And then, get out there and play. That's it for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I've been Glean. That was Newton Dad on the Cams Was Wonder T-Man. We hope you've enjoyed it. Find us back here in an hour, bringing you more matches. We'll see you then.
VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, Border Foods, VR Cover, ProTube VR, Rebuff Reality, and VRware.net.